caravan accessories and must-haves.
For the weekender.
And for the full-time traveller, let's do it.
For the full-time caravanner, number one accessory for us is Starlink, especially if you're working on the road.
100% back you up even for a weekender. It's one of my favourites too. We love the Good Jockey units drill driven by Boss.
And as full-time travellers, we love the Boss drop-down stabiliser legs. Come have a look. They're strong, sturdy, easy to use.
And they're weight rated up to 1.8 tonne.
Black Box. This protects our e-bikes from thieves and from the elements.
And for the weekend warrior, you've got your good old bike rack.
Let's go check it out.
Bike rack is really good for weekend warriors because what we're doing is we've got kids, they need something to do, take the bikes off for a couple of days, keeps them nice and busy, put them back on, take it home, put them back in the shed.
It's not quite as heavy as our Black Box.
That's true.
Anti-flap kit for the full-timers and for the weekenders.
Truly must-have recommended accessory for anyone with a roll-out awning. Helps to prevent flapping during the night and also helps to reduce the risk of your awning going places it shouldn't.
And while we're under the awning, let's talk rafters. These things stop the sag, they stop the water building up, and
if you are an accessory nut, you can get them in LED. And don't forget the steps.
perfect for shorties like us and Chris.
One of our absolute favourite cooking accessories is the barbecue arm. I'm not talking about the Weber on top, but the piece of equipment it's sitting on.
So this you can mount to the drawbar, you can mount it to the tow bar of your four-wheel drive. There is also an under awning mount.
Our favourite.
A good quality first aid kit, a comprehensive first aid kit. This is what you want.
For your van, for your car.
We've even got one we take with us when we go hiking or mountain biking. Everybody needs one of these. Good quality mats for the ground and for your steps.
You can't have enough of them, particularly if you've got kids. The more the merrier.
Or grubby husbands. We use these to keep the dust, the dirt, the muck outside. We use them to put our gym gear on. We use them to lie under the van and fix stuff, lie under the truck. All sorts of reasons. You need some good mats.
We're supposed to be working.
This is a must-have accessory.
Okay, so now we've heard from the girls. Now it's our turn to show us the must-haves for me, non-negotiables.
Yeah,
What do you think?
they showed us the cute stuff, didn't they? This is the must-have, hard-hitting. I mean, this is the gear we're going to talk about that keeps you on the road, keeps you safe, the non-negotiables.
100%. So number one, while we're talking about it, keeping on the road, tyres. Non-negotiable for me, an absolute good quality, reputable set of tyres. That's your main point of contact, is it, when you're on the road?
Absolutely. And talking like a big van like yours,
Yep.
absolutely critical is a set of rims that are weight rated to carry the weights that we're trying to carry. Look, we're the weekend warriors. We're not carrying the big weights. Our van's 19'6".
Yep.
But big weights, make sure you've got yourself a good set of rims as well.
And with a
So
set of
it's nice.
Method race wheels, they are load rated.
Absolutely.
Load rated. We've seen a lot of horror stories out there, mate, so I don't want to be one of those. So
Good
tyres,
tyres.
rims, non-negotiable.
Yeah.
If we're going to talk about running gear, jump under the van and have a look at this.
Now we're under the van. Suspension, absolutely critical to your caravan ride.
Yep.
And handling. My caravan, independent suspension, absolute must-have.
Yep.
Obviously, weekend warrior, but you, full-time traveller,
Throwing the van through all conditions,
absolutely.
R&D, tested, Cruise Master suspension, hands down for me.
Yeah, absolute best in the market.
Yep.
The kit you're running is top of the line.
It is. It's the ATX Unleashed. So we're running a 60mm remote reservoir shock absorber. So if you guys don't know, remote reservoir shock absorber, you get almost double the oil in there. When you've got double the oil, you've got double the cooling of the shock absorber. So over corrugation, it stays cool and continues to control the spring, I guess,
Absolutely.
which is the airbag in it.
Yeah.
So
The other major factor that we play with under here is disc brakes on
Yep.
this one. Is great for pulling up large vehicles and that sort of thing as well.
100%, yeah.
So back to my van. Our van's obviously significantly lighter. We're running down the highway to about 2.7 tonne. So we're running the old 12-inch drum brakes.
Yep.
So, you know, it's horses for courses, but obviously different situations require
Correct.
different braking.
yep, foundations of a caravan, make sure you
Absolutely.
get good quality gear.
Another critical must-have, non-negotiable for us, is the Cruise Master DR35 hitch. This hitch is a game changer in the industry. Moving from a 50mm ball coupling, this was the first thing I ever changed on the caravan when I purchased it. The thing I love it, integrated handbrake, which makes it easy to pull on and off. Easily coupling up by just one touch of the button. It also has a cap on it, so you keep the water out, and you know when you're coupled up, it'll lock off like that. The other big one is the safety factor of it. If you ever get into a roll situation, this coupling has the articulation to turn, and it won't twist the car over with you as well. So must have, rated to 3.5 tonne.
You absolutely nailed it too when you're talking about the first modification. The very first Jayco we ever bought,
Yep.
Miriam made me buy a DO35 as well. We're running a little bit different. We're running a 45 one now because of our 4.5 tonne ATM, but essentially exactly the same thing.
Almost
No-brainer.
identical. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. When we're talking, we're at this end of the caravan.
Yep.
One other thing we both use on our hookups is a Gen Y hitch. I've just used a standard 4-drop shank on that one,
Yep.
but you use something a little bit different.
Yeah, I use a torsion one. So
Okay.
I'm running a 6-drop one because I put different accessories in there
Yep.
and the height of my vehicle. But I mean, the good thing for you here, you've got your drop height differences as well, which is really
absolutely.
cool.
And for me, obviously in the caravan business, I love the ability to change out. Obviously, I've got a DO35 because of this, but I've got the different shanks, so I can pull that out. I can put a 50mm ball coupling in there. I can pull it out. I can put a DO45
So
in there. I
easy.
can pull it out. I can put something else in there.
Yep.
I'm changing and towing different caravans all the time. Absolute must-have, non-negotiable.
Yep,
for
with
me
my
is a
setup,
Gen Y
we've got a
hitch.
6-drop, we've got the DO45 tongue.
Let's
and
go
pin.
have a look at yours.
Let's go have a look at it.
Come
I'll
on.
have to show
Yeah,
you.
come on.
Okay, so this is my bad boy. So this is the Boss torsion hitch. This is rated at a 7-tonne with a 900 kilo ball weight, this sucker.
Yeah.
So really cool.
So that one of mine was a 450 kilo,
Yep.
4.5 tonne, 450 kilo ball weights. Obviously, bigger truck, bigger van,
Yep.
need the big one. The big one with this one, you see mine, it was just a straight drop. This is a torsion version as well.
Yeah, so what you got is you got rubber sections in here, which will torsion and just take the shock out. Essentially, it's detaching the car from the van a little bit more, letting them move a little independently. Cool thing about Gen Y hitch is it torsions down and it torsions up as well, which is really cool.
Yeah. Others on the market that have airbags and that sort of
Yep.
thing, they torsion you on the way down
Yep.
and take that shock absorber out, but then they don't torsion on the way up.
Yep.
That's where the Gen Y are really unique, and that's why they're a must-have for me.
Yep, 100%. Okay, so another absolute non-negotiable thing for us as full-time travellers of living on the road full-time is what's in here.
Yeah, what do we got in here?
Power system, 12-volt system. Being on the road full-time and living in the elements, living totally off-grid, we need a good system. So we're running an Endurive system in here. So we've got 900 amps of lithium power. That's 300 BTECs in there.
Yep.
We've got 1.72 kilowatt on the roof, which is a no-brainer as well.
Yep.
That's what replenishes the system. We have a 3,000 watt inverter and a 100 amp AC charger in one unit. We have twin DC to DC chargers, which will power up the system while we're driving down the road. So they put 90 to 100 amps, I believe, into the system as well. And then we have the twin solar controllers as well, MPPT solar controllers. The real little juicy one for this one is we also have a separate 2600 watt inverter in the van as well, which will give us effectively 5600 watts of power.
Yeah, that's
pretty
cute,
cool.
isn't it?
It's cute.
It's cute. That's cute. I mean, so like obviously you need that power
We
system.
do.
You're off grid full time all
Yep.
the time.
Yep.
You guys may have seen in the past we've got an Endurive system
Yep.
in our van. It wasn't out of the factory like that. Yours is out of the factory. We
Yep.
did ours as an aftermarket installation. We're hitting 2-3 days, so our system is significantly smaller, but it's
Perfect for the weekend van though.
Yeah, it's
absolutely
fit for purpose. So
Yep.
where you've got three
300s.
300s, we've got two 200s, we've got a 2600 watt inverter, we've got 4 panels on the roof, we've got the DC to DC, only one DC to DC where you're running 2,
Yep.
and we've got the 40 amp solar regulator as well, and we've got a 60 amp AC charger. So
Perfect system. You don't need to be spending money on a system like
Yeah.
this when you're not using it to its full potential. So
exactly, so absolutely gets us through everything
Yep.
we need to do, but
Yep.
a battery system, you got to have it.
yep, good 12 volt. We're talking about non-negotiables again, mate.
It's a
Water.
non-negotiable.
Yeah, correct. Water. Miriam, she takes long showers every day. For us, again, living off grid, we need as much water as we possibly can. We don't know when we're filling up next, so being able to carry as much water as we can. Mind you, it comes with a lot of weight, so you've got to have a capable setup and a capable tow vehicle.
Absolutely.
For us ourselves, we have 565 litres of water under there.
Yeah, we're close to that. We're running 2 90-litre tanks, so we're running about 180 litres of water. But in the same token, we have cracked the absolute whip on our children,
Yep.
and we can get away with about 40 litres a day.
Wow.
With the 4 of us in the van. That's all having a shower once at night,
Yep.
if it's foggy, and washing during the day. So we can get a couple of days out of our 2 90-litre tanks.
Yeah, for us, if we really look after it, we can get about 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. But when you live off grid, like we do.
That's what you need.
Yep.
As a caravan repairer and working in the industry, manufacturing techniques are absolutely critical, in my opinion. Fiberglass composite construction is a game changer. Lightweight, super strong. I can't go past a
Non-negotiable
fiberglass
for you?
composite. Non-negotiable.
Yeah. From
Fiberglass
a repair
composite.
point of view too.
Yeah, absolutely. If you damage this panel, you can keep your repairs nice and small. You don't have to replace the full side of the caravan.
No.
And installation properties are insane.
Absolutely fair enough. For us as ourselves, Titanium run a one-piece composite roof and a one-piece composite floor. They do it a little bit differently with their framing though. They run an alloy frame. For us, it's worked perfectly for a long time. So
Super strong, the aluminium frame
Correct.
as well.
Yep,
So,
yep.
look, that one's a bit of horses for courses.
It is.
Different for you, different for me. Fiberglass, absolute non-negotiable for me. Have
but
to.
but Titanium still do the best.
Still great fiberglass.
But Titanium still do the best.
Absolutely structural integrity in the fiberglass.
Titanium are the best.
Now we've shown you our accessories.
And our absolute non-negotiables for our non-negotiables that are non-negotiable on the caravan that's non-negotiable.
So now it's time for you to tell us your non-negotiables and your accessories. So drop it in the comments below. And as always, give us a thumbs up if you like the video, leave us a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
And I didn't say anything, so bye.
And it's non-negotiable.
It's not negotiable.
Bye.